Oh my god. This is actually really funny to watch.
No kidding. I really respect imagination for shouting out with the rye, and of course a shout out to the weirdest anime ever produced, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's an old meme, but anyway, two
Well,
of the
look.
people in the world to get that.
Wait, there are 9 Colossi in the army for Flashback. This could actually be great for him. That's a ton of DPS, a lot of splash. Mothership is out now. There's the Vortex, going to split Imagination's army in half. And now it's going to allow Flashback to do a lot of damage with his better army, since Imagination has half of army going. But look at all those Colossi. If he keeps them around and hits the... we could have a Colossi toilet going on right now. That could be really funny to see.
Yeah, interestingly enough, look at that. All the units died immediately after popping out of that. We had an Immortal and a Stalker live. So yeah, with a lot of Colossus and the Vortex, basically all the splash does a similar thing.
Yeah, but look.
Interestingly enough.
Yeah, but look at this. Imagination is ahead again. His macro is putting him ahead in the food count. He's going to try and snipe off these Colossi, at the very least do a lot of damage to them. And now he's actually into a very good spot now, taking out the mothership, and we're going to have another mothership coming out.
That's right. Hey, when one mothership didn't do the job, get another mothership. That's what I say.
Yes, and we are very thankful for that, as the motherships are beautiful, beautiful things.
Absolutely. I think Imagination needs to get a mothership too. We need to have a mothership versus mothership fight, in my opinion.
That would be awesome. Because then you actually have the mothership going into each other's vortexes, and that would just be entertaining to see.
That would be like putting a bag of holding into another bag of holding. The world might end with that.
Well,
Don't turn around.
that would be quite the interesting predicament. But now, okay, now to actually get back into the game and what's actually happening, we do have the upgrades. I want to note them as Flashback is 3-1 right now, 3-1-0, and Imagination is 3-0-1, with the Imagination with the +1 shields and the +1 armor for Flashback. So this is cool to see.
This is one of the funniest PvPs I've ever seen too. You can tell both players are just having a really good time while they're playing it too, kind of figuring out how to do these big macro large map PvPs. It's really fun to watch the matchup evolve, I guess you could say, right in front of us.
Definitely. What I really actually like to see is the fact that these players are really having fun in a serious game. That's definitely one of the aspects that I like. StarCraft is a game. You have to remember that. But, oh, look at this. Flashback catching Imagination's army completely in half. Imagination is going to end up taking out this Expo for Flashback, but he ended up losing a lot even doing so. He's got to get his Zealots in front of the Stalkers while he deals with the Flashback's army. Flashback, again, with a very large Colossi count, 6 Colossi coming out, and he's actually producing 2 more right now. Now, here we go. Mothership is now in the battle. Does Imagination have an observer? I can't even tell if there's an observer in there.
I don't think there's an observer in that army. No, I don't think
No,
so.
there is. He's attacking the units. There's got to be an observer somewhere in there. He actually just took out the Mothership again. Look at all these Colossi on the high ground, making the Zealots useless.
Wow.
Blinking up.
Yeah,
Good
so
blink.
Imagination pushed back, but Flashback still is not quite in the lead per se. I mean, it's starting to get there, but all those Zealots with speed are coming in now, and Flashback.
Yeah, Flashback is going to end up losing this battle as he pushed in, being way too overzealous. That's really a way to lose games, is when you're overzealous with your Colossi.
Naked Colossi don't last very long, as you can see. Some more Stalkers coming in right now for Flashback. Working on the Colossi for Imagination, he's going to be able to clean up that army at least. But with the macro that Imagination has, he is now on 5 bases. I think he'll probably be able to hold whatever counterattack Flashback may choose to do, but not really in a position to do it.
Yeah, but Flashback just killed his own Colossi. That was interesting. Trying to target fire the Zealot, ended up hitting his Colossi, and now he just lost all of his Colossi.
Whoops.
Yep.
These things happen.
Madness. This is StarCraft. I had to make the bad 300 joke. I apologize for that for everybody who witnessed it.
He said you up for it. That's fine. He said you up for it.
All right, so now yeah, I can't help that. I apologize to anybody who was offended, but I really don't care because this is awesome.
It is the sacred right of any StarCraft 2 commentator to make jokes like that.
I'm
no
gonna.
one can criticize us for that.
Oh, they can. We'll do it anyway. But now look at this.
Well, yeah, it's our sacred right.
Yeah, and so now Flashback is being forced to distant mines. Flashback has 61 harvesters, but only 1 mining base. You can look at his natural expansion. He's got 24 probes on that 1 mineral patch that has 130 minerals left. This is just funny to see.
Wow.
Yeah, so right now,
Yeah,
imagine.
Never seen a game quite like this before. I gotta say, I think the advantage still falls to imagination.
Oh,
But
without a doubt, just look at the income tab. It's all telling.
absolutely, yeah, 100 to 1800. That's a little bit tough. This game doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I think
It is the best of three, right? For
it is. It
semifinals?
is. It is. But the thing is that both these guys have actually qualified for the TQ Invitational. That's probably what Imagination is talking about.
Possibly true.
I'm actually gonna break my rule and actually say something. Okay, yeah. So seeding in the TQ Invitational matters. There we go. So now we're gonna get that going. Yeah. Actually, I do want to note for anybody who's watching this on Doa's end, this is the TQ qualifier for the TQ Invitational. The TQ Invitational is going to be a $125, possibly more money coming tournament, which features 16 invited players against 16 players who qualify through the TQ qualifiers. And we have really good players. We got ROOTDdoRo, DKiller, Sheth, VVV Titan, VVV Murder. We've got other guys like Zeldnik is going to be in this thing, and it's going to be really, really cool. We've got a lot of great players, and you can see that a lot of good players have also qualified for it. TQ Swarm has qualified for it. REQPhilibird has qualified for it, and it's going to be really awesome to watch.
Has DDE qualified for you?
Yes, DDE was invited, so DDE is going to be in it as well.
Invited, good.
Yep.
Yes, he is an extremely good player to watch.
Yep.
As are all those other ones easily.
Yeah, and now I think NrGdde is going to be putting up another player for it. I have to talk to their manager for that.
Okay.
Also VT Poke Bunny is also going to be in the tournament as well. So you have a cool Terran player on his end as well.
Yeah, what day is that going to be again?
February 26th, a Saturday.
Okay, awesome. So that's just coming up. Just
Yeah.
a couple weeks away.
Yep, we got one more qualifier to go next week on Sunday, and then after that, it's the big tournament.
That's right.
Wow, I think I'm.
Grubby, you are Saren's.
I get- I take it Imagination was a Warcraft 3 player, as I do believe Grubby was Warcraft 3.
I believe so, but he is a Protoss player in StarCraft too, as far as I know. Oh, look at this Flashback catching a few Colossus off guard here, but I think with the upgrades,
I think he got
Flashback a little bit ahead in upgrades too.
Yeah, so now we do see the 3-1-1 versus the 3-2-0. That is pretty even. Like, I'd be curious to get the numbers on how this shield upgrade works against the armored one. But there's GG. We have a GG. The game has been done.
That is the end of game one. And what do you think the chances are of Flashback picking a smaller map for next game?
I'd say 100%. I would definitely say
right.
100%.